Well, I tried out Nioh, which roughly translates to Weeaboo Garbage. It's a game developed by a bunch of weebs, where you play as William, a furry whose persona is stolen from him by one of the vampires in Twilight. William, devastated by this, travels to the land of the morning sun, so that he may recollect not only his persona, but everyone else's.
I'll take that. It's mine now.
On your journey, you can also take a bath in a hot spring with some demon babies. This game's kinda fucked up. The environments look beautiful. As a Western man who has never been to Japan, I can say it looks exactly the same as all of my Asian cartoons have depicted. The enemy design is also fantastic. The yokai all have complex and intriguing designs, yet, when compared to other popular media depictions of yokai, they seem to be lacking depth and curvature. The character models are also fantastically done, because besides William and the Count, I can't tell any of the characters from one another. Just like real life. The gameplay of Nioh is heavily inspired by Dark Souls, except somehow they managed to fuck up everything. The enemies, while fun and interesting, don't really change, so that dweller you killed so many of at the beginning of the game and learned how to kill easily? Yeah, you'll be fighting a lot more, with no increasing challenge or enjoyment. It's some pretty terrible game design. Besides, the biggest challenge in Nioh is the fact that William is vertically challenged. The real shame is that there's so much missed potential with enemy variety, and all they really give you is different elements of the same yokai with increased stats. Even as far as human enemies go, the game gives you bandits, ninjas, samurai, and some mage boys to fight, when they could have given you some more badass human enemies like this guy. The game also likes to have you repeat missions you just did less than an hour ago, with the only difference being some of the enemies in a few areas that may be locked off by a boulder, but you have to do these or you're just going to get behind in XP. It continuously throws the same scenario at you, where you can clearly see an enemy you need to snipe off or walk behind to kill before walking into one enemy in front of it. The bosses are for the most part fun to fight and have compelling designs. Most of the time there's a way to make the boss fight easier by doing a side objective in the level. For instance, in this level, you have to kill some water. To make it easier, you can light some torches, because everyone knows that water is afraid of fire. If you turn all three on, ads will no longer spawn during the boss fight, and you can coat your weapon and fire for more damage. Something else you can do is just learn magic. A handy sloth scroll to the face and you can pretty much make every boss fight trivial. Some of the later boss fights just feel cheap, and in all honesty aren't at all fun. The game is insanely fun when you start off, but due to the lack of enemy variety and repeating levels, it just goes downhill faster than a fat kid lubed in butter. The bosses go down in quality and the zones may look different, but the enemy placement is just way too familiar between levels. I had to keep forcing myself to play this game and try to finish it, and after 3 or 4 bosses and cutscenes that felt like the end, I just gave up. It just stopped being fun and feels like a repetitive grind with no real reward. I have more fun replaying Dark Souls 3 for the 10th time than experiencing a new level in this game, and that's sort of sad. Overall, I'd rate this game 4 standing body pillows out of 10,